morning to you. Get up with color radio. Set up, make your day plenty gay with music from New Wmex.
Good morning, Glory. It's your Schnook and the Breakfast Nook here in the all-new Wmex. A minute after 8 o'clock. It's a Wednesday. Going to be a ringer-dinger as far as weather is concerned. Partly sunny and cooler today.
Wmex with the news. Presented by Adams & Sweat, your Magicus drug cleaner in Boston. It's 8:25. This news is happening now. Big X, big story. Boston, a young Rivera mother is scheduled to return for more cross-examination today in the sex attack case against Dr. Joseph Kreplik. Mrs. George Convent of Ensign Street testified at yesterday's opening that Dr. Kreplik raped her in his office after giving her a drug. F. Lee Bailey is representing Dr. Kreplik, an Arlington psychiatrist. During cross-examination yesterday, Bailey asked Mrs. Convent if she and her relatives hadn't dreamed up the story to get some money. She said no, but did admit, however, that she had filed suit against Dr. Kreplik for $50,000. Big X home ground. Boston, the state will outline its case today in the Middlesex Superior Court trial of John J. Kerrigan of Dorchester, charged with the murder of Cambridge patrolman Lawrence Gorman. Following statements, the jury will be taken to the Kendall Square area to view the murder scene. Patrolman Gorman was killed in a gun duel with two men who had broken into a restaurant. Boston, Police Commissioner Leo Sullivan has ordered captains of every division to clean up vice in the hub. Sullivan told the captains they would be held responsible and offered them the services of policemen from other areas unknown to prostitutes, B-girls, and lewd performers. 5 women were arrested Saturday in a raid on the stage bar in the theater district by Captain John Slattery and a squad of detectives. Boston, a Hub newspaper says a member of a socially prominent Massachusetts family has been murdered in his hotel room in Mexico. The Globe says the body of 57-year-old Henry Ward Abbott, a financial writer, was found in his blood-soaked bed, apparently murdered by a meat cleaver which cut his jugular vein. Only his phonograph and a small amount of money was taken in the robbery. The hotel's night clerk is being held. Boston, traffic congestion at the Boston-Milton line will be alleviated this morning with the reopening of the Granite Avenue Bridge over the Neponset River. The span, closed since 1959, links the Hub and Milton with Quincy. Big X, New England. Adams, Massachusetts. A 20-year-old Springfield man has been sentenced to 18 months in jail for polygamy. Robert Healy of High Street was confronted with both wives in district court yesterday. He married his first wife in Hartford, Connecticut 3 years ago, but forgot to divorce her before taking his second wife in marriage at Keene, New Hampshire. Both have sons. Providence. Jane Brown Hospital officials say former Senator Theodore Francis Green spent a comfortable night, but his condition remains the same, critical. Green is suffering from a heart block which reduces the pulse rate. He's been in the hospital in Providence since Friday. Big X, USA. Miami, Hurricane Esther, a new and potentially dangerous hurricane with top winds of 130 miles an hour moving up the Atlantic. The Weather Bureau says the storm now is centered some 1,300 miles east of Puerto Rico. Officials of the Weather Bureau at San Juan say Esther, the 5th hurricane of the 1961 season, may become dangerous, but at present is not threatening any land areas. Big X World. Berlin. Berlin starts its second month today as a city split down the middle by a concrete wall. The Communist East Germans are marking the occasion by plugging up escape holes rammed through the wall by fleeing refugees. Color Radio Clock. 28 past 8. Big X reports on sports. The Boston Red Sox sending Tracy Stoller to the mound today in an attempt to avenge a 5-1 loss to the Senators in Washington last night. Ed Hoball will seek his 7th win for Washington, while Stoller's out for his 3rd win against 4 defeats. Southpaw Pete Burnside spun a 3-hitter last night to give the Senators their victory over the Sox. Now's the time to buy the rug you've been wanting. Now, during Adams & Sweat's fantastic fall carpet sale. You'll save bundles of money on beautiful first-quality carpeting from famous mills, all priced so low we can't give brands on the air. Adams & Sweat has picked up fabulous values in part rolls and mill ends and passes the savings along to you with amazing buys like these. Heavyweight 100% continuous filament nylon carpet, regularly $9.95, now $5.75 a square yard. All wool plush broadloom carpeting, regularly $29.95 a square yard, now just $14.95. All wool, textured, originally $8.95, now just $6.99 a square yard. And at Adams & Sweat, you can trade in your old carpet toward new. So hurry on the double to Adams & Sweat, 380 Dorchester Avenue, Boston, and bring your room measurements with you. Quantities are limited. The big selection won't last long. So hurry in or call Andrew 8000 for convenient shop and home service.
How many cookies did Andrew eat? Andrew ate 8,000. How do you keep your carpets neat? Call Andrew 8000.
weather tower. Here's the report right to the hour. Take it away.
Currently 68 WMEX degrees, humidity 87%, winds northeast at 15 miles per hour. Low tide now, high tide 2 p.m., sunset 6:56. Boston weather, cloudy and cooler through tomorrow, high today in the low 80s, low tonight in the mid-60s.
Repeating the Big X, big story of the moment.
Two sensational trials resume in Middlesex Superior Court today. Mel Burns reporting instant news for Adams and Sweat, your Magicist drug cleaner in Boston on the new WMEX. Survey proven #1.
Next news, the instant it happens.
We scoop Boston just for you. Front page news that's always new on WMEX. News beat WMEX.
That scream was from Scream of Fear, a motion picture so startling and suspenseful that managers and staffs of theaters everywhere have been pledged not to discuss its electrifying story. Scream of Fear, starring Susan Strasberg, Ronald Lewis, Ann Todd, and Christopher Lee. See the motion picture designed to keep you on the razor edge of hysteria. See Columbia Pictures' Scream of Fear.
Don't miss the new England premiere of Columbia Pictures' Scream of Fear. Opening today, that's today at the Paramount Theater, Boston, and the 20 good people writing Scream of Fear. The most times in a postcard win a pair of tickets free to Scream of Fear. Contest closes midnight, September 13th. Now that is tonight, so get your postal card off today to Scream of Fear, the new WMEX Boston 15.
Listen to Mr. X and see.
Not going to be as sticky today as it has been the past couple of days. Mr. X is partly sunny and cooler with the high temperatures around the low 80s. Thereabouts, cloudy and cooler tonight. Low temperatures mid-60s. Tomorrow look for cloudy skies, showers too, and little change in temperature. Now, as I told you before, the tide will be high around 2 o'clock along our greater Boston beach line. It still serves 68 new WMEX degrees along the, along all around your old Boston town. Lots and lots of scattered clouds too.
More music, music, music. Color radio's filled with fun. From Radio 1510 WMEX.